All right, we're going to finish up some bond valuation here. We're going to solve for IY and solve for N, cover some bond relationships, and then we'll move on to some other bond concepts. All right, so let's check here and make sure this thing, here I am, close up. Don't want to close up a Dr. E. Okay. All right, so let's solve for IY. What is the market rate of interest? Okay. So let's say that a $1,000 face value bond has a current market price of $950. Well, the bond is trading at a discount, which means that market rates have gone up, and the market rate is now higher than the coupon rate. Okay, so I guarantee you that when we solve for IY, the market rate will be higher than the coupon rate. All right, the bond has a coupon rate of 6%, so the market rate, the IY, is going to be higher than 6%. I guarantee it. All right, this bond pays semi-annually. It matures in 7 years. So let's go ahead and what is the current market interest rate? So compute IY. And remember that since we're going to enter this as a semi-annual problem, we are going to get a semi-annual answer or a semi-annual IY. Therefore, to annualize that IY, we have to multiply it by 2. All right, so let's look at it. So 1,000 is our future value. Whoops. 950 plus minus is our present value. 30 is our payment, which is 6% divided by 2, our coupon rate divided by 2, times 1,000. Okay, so that's 0.03 times 1,000. 30 is our payment. That comes to us. 14, 7 times 2, 14 is our N. Compute IY. And we get 3.4565. That is our semi-annual IY. Okay, you've entered the data on a semi-annual basis. Calculator will give you a semi-annual IY. So if I put this as an answer on the test, some of you may fall for it. Please don't. Okay, this is a semi-annual problem. All right, we'll multiply it by 2, and our annual IY is 6.91%, which is higher than 6%. I told you that our IY, our market rate, would be higher than our coupon rate. How did I know that? Because the bond is trading at a discount. It has to. All right. Solving for N. Now we'll solve for the number of periods. When will a bond mature? $1,000 par bond has a 5.5% coupon rate. All right, so it's paying $55 a year. That's 0.055 times 1,000. It pays quarterly, so that's 55 divided by 4. Okay, it has a current market price of $1,050. The bond is trading at a premium, which means the coupon rate is higher than the market rate. Why? Because the market rate has fallen. Okay, the market rate for this type of bond is 5%. So I told you that the market rate had fallen below the coupon rate. What is the maturity in years of this bond? So we're going to get the number of quarters. We'll have to divide by 4 the number of quarters to get years. Let's look. All right, so 1,000 is our future value. Let's not forget that. We're going to get that back at the end. 1,050 plus minus is our present value. We'd have to dig into our pocket, pay 1,050 for this bond. 5.5, 0.055 divided by 4 is 0.1375 times 1,000, so $13.75 is our payment. 5 divided by 4, so 5% is the market rate divided by 4, 1.25 is our IY. Okay, so let's see. Compute N, and we get 55.8 quarters. We'll divide that. Let's see. Yeah, you get your quarterly N. Make a note of that. All right, divide 55.8 quarters by 4 quarters per year, and you get 14 years. Okay, so N is 14 in terms of the number of years. N is 56 quarters, which is 14 years. We're rounding a little bit. All right, let's do a couple more examples. Let's find the present value of this bond. All right, 5% coupon, semi-annual payment, 8-year maturity, 4% market rate. So 1,000 is our future value. I like to start with that because sometimes the par value is not listed. Like in this example, the par value is not listed. So you have to remember that you're going to get that par value. So, and that happens in the future. So 1,000 is our future value. We're going to take the 5% coupon divided by 2 since it's semi-annual, and multiply it by 1,000, and 25 is our payment. 8 years times 2 payments per year, 16 is our N. Our IY, our market rate is 4% divided by 2. Our semi-annual IY is 2%. So 4 divided by 2 is 2 is our IY. Compute present value. And the bond is trading at a premium because the market rate of 4% is below the coupon rate of 5%. All right, now let's solve for IY. Let's find our IY. So our coupon rate is 6%. Our market price is $1,050. Quarterly pay, 7-year maturity. So the bond is trading at a premium. So the market rate that we get, our IY, is going to be below 6%. All right, so 1,000 is our future value. 1,050 plus minus is our present value. So we have a 7-year maturity, payable quarterly. 7 times 4, 28 is our N. We have our coupon rate of 6% divided by 4 times a year, so that'd be 1.5% times 1,000. 15 is the payment we receive. Compute IY, and we're going to get a quarterly IY of 1.2862%. Multiply that by 4, and our IY is 5.14485%, which is below the 6% coupon. I told you that would be the case. Woo! See, I'm missing a little animation there. Let's solve for maturity, which is N. So we have a 4% coupon bond. The market price is $950, so the bond's trading at a discount, which means the coupon rate is below the market rate. The market rate has risen. So it's semi-annual pay. 4.75 is our market rate. Our coupon rate is going to be below that. Let's watch it. Oh yeah, it's 4%. I already said that. So 1,000 is our future value. 950 plus minus is our present value. We take our coupon rate of 4% divided by 2 times 1,000. 20 is our payment. It's semi-annual. We take our IY, our market rate of 4.75 divided by 2, and we get 2.375 is our IY. Compute N, and we get 16.22 years. Divide that by 2, and we get 8.11 years. Okay, so I hope you're working along with me. I hope you're using your calculator, working along with me. All right, now let's look at some concept questions. And when I was in your seat, we used this picture of the seesaw where we have the present value of the market price of the bond on one end and the IY, the market rate, on the other end. And so when rates go down, present value goes up, and when rates go up, present value goes down. So there's an inverse relationship between present value and IY. So the relationship between changes in market rates, market interest rates, and bond prices, which is market value. As interest rates rise, bond values fall. As interest rates fall, bond values rise. So please remember this. You're going to see it on a test. The relationship between the coupon rate, the market rate, the par value, and the market price. How are these things related? Well, clearly we've already talked about it. When a bond's coupon rate equals the market rate, then the bond's market price will equal the bond's par value. We've already looked at this. When a bond's coupon rate is higher than the market rate because the market rate has fallen, the coupon rate hasn't risen, the market rate has fallen, okay, then the bond's price will be higher than the par value. The bond's trading at a premium. When a bond's coupon rate is less than the market rate, not because the coupon rate fell, but because the market rate rose, market rate rises, present value falls, the bond's price will be less than par value. The bond will trade at a discount. So you need to know these things. You're going to see these questions on an exam. Lastly, for a given change in interest rates, the value of a long-term bond is more dramatically affected than the value of a short-term bond. So if you think interest rates are going to fall, then you'll want to buy a long-term bond. It will go up in value by more than a short-term bond. If you think interest rates are going to rise, then you want to buy a short-term bond because its price will fall much less than the price of a long-term bond. if interest rates rise. Okay? And this is what we call maturity or interest rate risk. All right, there you go. We finished this section. You've got some homework due. See you next time. Peace.